Well, hello and welcome back. My name's Kieran Siemens, and today we're going to draw a thadigrade. Yes, you heard me right. We're going to draw a thadigrade. Um, so I had to look it up. I honestly had to look it up. I had no idea what a thadigrade was. But I'm going to draw one. For whoever requested it, I've forgotten what your name was, but thank you very much. Today's special drawing is something you've never heard of. So, let's draw. Well, hello and welcome back. Adjusting the camera. See, I'll get everything in. Can I get everything in? Yes, why not? Right, so I've had a lovely request. I love getting requests where I have to go, what? A what? That's my incense burning. It's not me having a cigar or something. Right, so a thadigrade or a moss piglet. And I much prefer the title Moss Piglet. So I may call this video Moss Piglet instead of thadigrade, which probably nobody would know and probably nobody would want to know. You know, they go, what is he? I don't know. Go past. But a Moss Piglet, people might go, what is a Moss Piglet? Right, so straight into it. I believe we need a very big brush and a lot of ink. In fact, I have this other ink. Maybe I might. Do I try this other ink? Yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot. Right, let's get some ink going around. A nice big splishy sploshy. They kind of are these kind of microscopic type of little beings. I don't really want to be. I kind of watched the video of them, and there was so much kind of technical jargon in there that I think it would kind of like blow most people's minds. So the person that obviously requested these is probably a very educated person, if you know what I mean. A rather rusty nib, but what? Let's give it a go. Now it is this. I mean, I must admit, I kind of did find this thing rather kind of delightful. It had such a cute type of face. It's a very difficult thing to kind of call a kind of microscopic bug, if I may call it so. I'm sure the fellow that requested would disagree and call it something else, microorganisms or something. But it was quite a. I first looked at it and went, ooh. And then as the kind of video kind of went on, as I was doing my research, more of a visual research to be very, very honest, it kind of became quite a cute little creature. So I'm going to try to draw it in a cute form. I almost kind of felt it had this kind of nose. It's got like a long trunk almost, you know. And I believe like the at the end of this long kind of trunk was like a flower. It's how I saw it. I mean, I'm sure the scientific fellow that asked probably wouldn't think that, but it looked very much like it had a flower on the nose. So that is how I'm going to draw it, with a kind of flower on the end of his long trunk-like nose. And that kind of, I mean, I guess that's nice because my kind of creative side is kind of coming in and seeing things very differently. So obviously other people would see different things, but for me, that's what I saw. And I also saw that he had kind of like these very cute type of, I would almost say, kind of slanted eyes. It was almost like he was squinting at us, like he was kind of going hee 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 hee. You know, that type. I almost kind of imagined that type of sound with him. He's like hee 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 hee. I'm a giggling little. In fact, let's give him a. Because there's so many wrinkles on this, I believe I can get away with giving him a wrinkly mouth. Like so. And that is basically as simple as the head went. It was basically a kind of a round-headed little trumpet-styled creature. Now I wonder if this ink is a waterproof ink. Not bad. Maybe I can. And he had what looks like, to me, it looked like he had 6 legs. Apparently he has 8 legs, so I don't know where the other 2 legs are hiding in the videos, but they must have tiny 2 little legs at the bottom. And he had these lovely, cute little arms. And the most tiny little hands, but clawed hands, which I kind of felt was made him even more cute. The fact is, like, you know, the fact that he would ever use these claws for anything more than just eating. Let's see if I can get one of the claws. He had these lovely, dainty little claws. Okay, so this ink is very wet, and because it is so wet, it is running off the nib much quicker than I'm used to. And I'm not even going to give you the name of this ink. It's a cheap waterproof ink. I bought it online somewhere, and it kind of has this way of running out of the nib much quicker than I'm used to. So you get a lot more blobs on the line. Little sparkles of magic. And the Thadigrade has a couple of other names. Moss Piglet was one of them, and I thought, Moss Piglet, I love that name. And I think that was what made me think, yeah, I want to draw this. Because I think the first kind of look at it was kind of like, oh, it's kind of like a microorganism. You know, it's probably about the size of a grain of sand or something, you know. And so there wasn't much really to go on, but the title of a Moss Piglet all of a sudden caught my imagination, and I thought, oh my God, that is a beautiful sound, you know. So Moss Piglet is what we are drawing. Thadigrade sounds far too kind of technical and scientific. Let's give him some little gentle wriggles in his belly. I love this way that he kind of is like curled up into like almost like a little, like the little rolls of his fat on his belly were were very, very cute. Now, I might actually cheat a little bit with the last set of legs, because on the video it really does look like he's got 6 legs. You know, it's like he's a little 6-leg, but on the writing below it said 8. So I might try and change the other kind of like 6 little arms and then put 2 little legs. It might kind of give him a little bit more character, a little bit more cuteness maybe. But thank you very much for the request. I love getting requests anyway, but it was something that I kind of went, Thadagrade. What on earth is a Thadagrade? So you have helped to educate my brain. There you go. Now if somebody says to me, oh, I once had Thadagrades in my house, and I'd say, oh really? That's very interesting. I know what a Thadagrade is. Really? That'll make me sound so much more educated. So thank you for that. Right, so I'm tempted to kind of get in there, and I'll try and keep the legs little kind of plump little legs anyway, and I will try to keep those kind of claw-like features. So please write back and tell me, yes, you are correct. It has 6 arms and 2 legs. Make me feel a little bit better. How sweet! How sweet is that character? He's just beautiful. He just got such a delicate little face to him. And I must say I'm very happy with the little flower on the end of his nose. It does add a lot to his character. Oh, you can just see out the corner of the picture down there. Ding, ding, ding. That is me putting together book 2 for the Brainiest Combustibles. And it's fabulous. Brainiest Combustibles 2 is being put together as we speak. All the formatting and all the boring, horrible stuff, which I hate doing. I've got a hair from my mustache is tickling my nose. It's driving me slightly mad. I have put together. There's 2 drawings at the end of this book that are really bugging me, and I've drawn them a couple of times, and I don't like them. And I might very well still redraw them. I've got to the stage of kind of saying, well, you know, be happy with it, but I'm just not, and I can't convince myself that it's acceptable, you know. Oh, he's so cute, really. So now, if anybody says, have you ever heard of a moss piglet? Or a Thadagrade, or whatever the other titles were? You can say yes, of course. I remember Kieran drawing one years ago. I say years ago because it'll probably be years until somebody actually ever asks you the question. This is definitely the first time I've ever had the question, could I draw a Thanagrade? Definitely the first. Now, obviously, the blades of grass here that I'm drawing will not be, obviously, a blade of grass will be like a mountain for this little creature. But I love the idea that he's very humanoid. I love that. So book 2 of the Brainiest Combustibles will be out very soon. If you haven't already bought book 1, why not? Why not? It's great fun. Have I got the book there? Oh, I got it there. I do have it there. Wait a second. The Brainiest Combustibles. Go and get yourself a copy. And there's book 2 coming over behind there on the computer. Brainiest Combustibles, lots of big drawings in there. Look at those fabulous drawings in there. Look at those, aren't they fabulous? Brainiest Combustible Volume 1. And probably in about a week's time you'll have Volume 2 to put. And also, I have to say, since Halloween is coming, get yourself some Halloween books. The Ghost-tabulous collection, Worry Lips, the whole novel. It's a fabulous collection. So please, support the artist. That's me. Go and support the artist and buy some of his books. I have done 4 books this year, so any support would be very, very, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. My videos on here are free. I have a shop where you can buy mugs and t-shirts, which there will be some new mugs going up this week also from the book. But that's the way to support me. So if you do want to support me, if you do want to help me in any way through buying the books and sorry, it's starting to, and the books and the mugs and t-shirts. Some of the mugs are lovely. I do really like some of the mugs. So we are going to frame this beauty, the Thanagrade, the Moss Piglet. I might even write a story about the Moss Piglet for my future book. Well, book 3 is in writing now. It might even appear in book 3. How cool would that be? The Moss Piglet in book 3. Let's see if I can come up with a story for the Moss Piglet. But I love the title. And again, thank you very much for the request. It was a lovely one. I must admit it did make me think a lot. And who knows, maybe in book 3 we'll have a book, a story of the Moss Piglet. The Moss Piglet. What a fabulous little title. Could it be the first ever story of a Moss Piglet? You'll have to let me know. Fantastic. I am so pleased with that. I'm just wanting to darken up the edge of his his little trumpeting flower. Like that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So there you have it. The moss piglet. For that person who wrote for the request. I hope you like it. I hope it makes you giggle. I hope all that kind of scientific side of this creature will be cartoonized into this beautiful little man who's walking around with a flower on his nose. How beautiful. Beautiful image. And I love that. I love the story about him. So, that is the end of today's drawing. Thank you very much for being here. Please pop over to Amazon and buy something. Buy a Ghostabulous book or a Brainiest Combustibles book. Something. Or pop over to the shop. I'll put some mugs up this week and you can buy some new mugs. Alright? Thank you very much for the support. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you all again very, very soon for more drawings. Thanks for the request. See you.